So, a few days ago, this rinky-dink little YouTube channel reached 100 subscribers. Now, I know it might seem a bit masturbatory to go to the trouble of making a special celebration video for a number of subscribers so tiny compared to the number we're used to seeing from proper YouTubers. And to be honest, I wasn't really intending on making a video about it at all, but the more I thought about my little milestone, well, the more I started to think about what it actually means to have 100 YouTube subscribers, and what, if anything, that says about me or my videos. Of course, I am incredibly grateful to everyone who's taken time out of their days to watch these videos, and I'll get to that in a little more detail later on. But first I want to explore a little bit what this esoteric little achievement means. First things I thought about after I reached 100 subs was how small a number that is compared to the scale of what we see with most professional YouTubers, but also about how interesting and useful that number is when it comes to trying to understand this little project. PewDiePie, for example, with his 100 million subscribers, has a fan base so large that it's basically inconceivable. If you're PewDiePie, there's absolutely no way you're able to get your head around how much the sheer volume of human time and attention that people have spent consuming your content. 100 subs, though, is a little more understandable. As I started to think about the 100 or so real people and 10 or so Russian election interference bots that have clicked the big red button below these videos, I've started to feel a lot of different things. Firstly, I felt probably what are near record levels of imposter syndrome. Who am I thought, to command the attention of 100 random strangers? And why would anyone who didn't already have a vested interest in my continued existence care about my thoughts on stand-up comedy or physical books or G.K. Chesterton? These feelings only intensified when I looked at some of my other channel stats. 40,000 minutes, nearly 600 hours of people's valuable time that has been spent consuming something that I've made. Particularly because this channel isn't really focused on a specific topic and more is about sort of what's floating around in my mental zeitgeist on a given day. I have to assume that some of you have subscribed because you've connected with my personality or opinions in some way, that you've subscribed to this channel because, not because you're interested in a particular topic, but because it's me that's covering that topic, and that's weird to me. As I've thought more and more about this over the last few days, that imposter syndrome has been replaced gradually by a feeling of astonishing gratitude. And by astonishing, I mean that I'm astonished that any of you would waste your valuable time watching this shit. I started my YouTube channel with no real expectations, which is perhaps unusual on the platform these days. Really what I'm grateful for is that I have a place to explore my ideas and exercise my creativity, and it's all the better that I get to share that with you. A sentiment that often pops up in my comments, which, contrary to stereotypes, have been nothing but kind, engaging and supportive, is that my videos don't get the attention that they deserve. Although I understand the sentiment, and I've felt it for lots of other creators myself, I don't really know that art can really claim to deserve anything, let alone the time and attention of busy people. What I will say is that those are the exact comments that have kept me creating over the last few months, despite the fact that I feel that my output will never be as good as I want it to be. I'm still not sure if my videos are good per se, but that kind of encouragement in the comments never goes to waste. I'd also like to thank Bo Miles, who was apparently responsible for about 90% of my YouTube traffic. At the end of the day, this channel is a creative outlet for me first and foremost, and I'm going to continue treating it as such. If the numbers continue to grow, of course I'll be happy, but if I have to keep releasing simple, trivially interesting videos to the same 100 of you for the next decade, then, well, I'll be happy to.